to make it a little bit Bermuda focused, I thought I just pulled something out of my collection that I've been working on, and I thought I'd have a chat to you. I'm sure if you read any of my articles in Bermuda Post, you know that I'm a bit of a nut on maritime and naval mail, and a little bit crazy when it comes to buying lots of 8,000 postcards, which I've been sorting through. Um, so a little story about these postcards. I bought them at a UK auction house, 8,000 cards. I
Oh,
sorted through them, pulled out a lot of the duplicates, and I kept 2,500, which are in 4 albums of a nice little collection of Bermuda. And I kept three or 400 that I thought were interesting from a postal history perspective. And one of them relates to this quite impressive looking French cruiser. She's a French cruiser called Jurien de la Graviere. Hopefully, I'm not murdering the pronunciation with my Kiwi accent. But I must say she's quite impressive, and she visited Bermuda in 1906 and 1907. So she visited twice. And I thought, there's a bit of a story here. So here's the story. I'm a bit like Bill Gompel, actually. I was inspired by him. I've learned a lot. I do like a good story. So, Michael, can we just go to the next slide, please? So I found a, oh, half a dozen or so of cards that looked like this, and they had this quite distinctive handwriting and a signature, and they were written in French, and they were addressed to the same address in France. And I sort of thought, what's going on here? So I did some research in the Bermuda Royal Gazette, and I found out that there was a French warship that visited Bermuda in 1906. Um, and she was launched in 1899 and was completed in 1903. And I mean, when you look at the picture, she was 137 meters in length and had three engines and twin screws capable of 21 knots, which is, I reckon, quite a pace. Um, so I sort of did a quick little search on the Royal Gazette, and I found a notation which said um, she was in Grassy Bay on Saturday, the 13th of October, 1906. The Royal Gazette reported her arrival 3 days later. The French man of war Jurien de Graviere arrived in Grassy Bay from Boston on Saturday morning last and will sail in the course of the next few days for Martinique. She has a complement of 520 men. Um, so, how do I link this postcard to that cruiser? Well, with a little bit of difficulty because it's written in French, but I translated the French. Um, and this one here that you're looking at said, I'm sending you today 14 picture postcards of Bermuda. We leave here on the 20th. My best and kind remembrances to you all. Hamilton, 16th of October, 1906. So the card ties in exactly with her trip to Bermuda, and the writer is saying that he's sending 14 postcards. So I thought, that's really interesting. And I've got here one, two, three, four of them that have survived. Um, and I guess you could say that I'm making a few assumptions, but I think it's pretty fair to say that it's written by a sailor on that ship.
mm.
So if we go to the next slide, Michael, then I've got this one here. So this is from a different writer and something that I found the same lot, and it's a card again in French, this time to Quebec. And the writer writes, arrived in Bermuda October 13. It was only today that I was able to go to Hamilton, the principal town of these islands. I took a carriage ride and was a very pleasant carriage ride to the surrounding countryside. We will be leaving on October the 20th for Fort de France. I cannot leave Bermuda without sending you my friendship, the expression of my affectionate remembrance. So the message aligns perfectly with the Royal Gazette that said that it arrived from Boston on the 13th of October, anchoring at Grassy Bay, and then left a few days later for Martinique. So this is a nice little proving card that goes along with the correspondence. So I guess the lesson that I'm learning here is I'm making a few assumptions, but I think when you line up to the Royal Gazette and you line up to messages on the card in another language, you can actually have quite a bit of fun working out where these cards came from. So if we just go to the next card, it was only actually this week that I found this one. So it's in the same handwriting as my first card that I showed you with the same signature, but it says Hamilton, Bermuda, 30th of January, 1907. Now, you know what's coming, don't you? The ship was back in Bermuda and reported in the Royal Gazette as coming on her homeward voyage to France on the 30th of January, 1907. So this writer has come back to Bermuda, gone ashore, and has posted a postcard. So I've now got cards from when she arrived in Bermuda and then when she left Bermuda. So that's just a little snapshot of I think Michael Blame was talking about going down rabbit holes. And that's something I do all the time with my research. I don't always get it right. And look, there's a chance I've got this completely wrong, and it's a massive coincidence, but I just don't think so. So I think this is a really nice story of this French warship. These cards, they owe me maybe 50 cents each. So it's not expensive, and it just goes to show you can have a lot of fun and you can find something really interesting for a few bucks. And yeah, a little piece of history from what was going on in Bermuda in 1903. Sorry, 1906 and 1907. Yeah.
Can I say something about this card? So the
Yeah, come on, Bill.
1907 card is the most significant card because it not only proves
the last
this, it proves the other four because
absolutely
it's in the same handwriting going back to the same people. So it's not a stretch to make the assumptions that you have. So very good find, very interesting story.
Yeah.
I was very
Nigel,
excited.
I have a companion to your cards.
Oh,
I have a card that was mailed on the 30th. Oh, excuse me. Let me look. I have it here right in front of me. I don't know if I can share it with the group or not. It was mailed, hang on the 20th, 29th, or 20th maybe of October in 1906 to France. I think to the same destination that you just showed. So
fantastic. So
I don't have four
the
of
writer
them,
said that he said he was going to send 14 cards. So they're out there. That's fantastic that you've got one, David. Yeah, that's great.
I think I paid more than 50 cents for it.
Yeah, I had to buy 8,000 though to get that price.
Oh man.
So, but it makes it really, really interesting, and there's a lot of well, not a lot, but there's a number of German, Austrian, and French warships that visited Bermuda prior to World War One, and they are fascinating. What was going on, and when you start researching this area, it just shows you what a hub of naval activity Bermuda was. It's really interesting and a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
And even if you don't understand the language, if you see a reference to Grassy Bay during that time period, there's a very strong likelihood that it's a naval or maritime related cover.
Yeah, and also if it's postmarked Island is also a good clue.
Yep.
So
it's always the holy grail when someone writes the name of the ship on their postcard, but damn it, not everyone does.
So Nigel, these were all in that big group of 8,000?
Yeah.
Including the picture of the ship itself?
Oh, no. So the picture of the ship is just stolen from the internet. I just did a Google on that.
Okay.
And I stole that from the internet.
Okay.
And just for the purposes of this talk. And I thought, you just imagine her in 1906 turning up in Bermuda. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
That's an impressive
Big
ship
Yeah.
It is.
with four stacks. That's
Yeah.
as big as they were back then. That's pretty amazing.
And what did I say? 137 meters in length. I don't know what that is in feet. What's that, about 450 feet? 500 feet?
Yeah,
Yep.
pretty
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So there you go. Any other questions or comments?
I enjoyed it.
Yep.
There you go. Something short and sweet. But I thought we had to do something Bermuda related at the AGM.
Thank you, Nigel. That was a great
It was
idea.
a good-
Yes, thank
nice.
you.